So somebody's just hit a lob over your head, and you are one of these people who thinks you can't run them down. I'm going to show you how efficiently you can actually retrieve lobs that make it not as hard as you think. There are situations where returning lobs can be difficult. If you are shorter, one of my most challenging lessons I think I ever had was I had a woman who was older, who was about 4'10", and she came and I said, "What do you want to work on today?" And she says, "Well, everybody always lobs me and I can't get them, so I don't know what to do." So even though I can teach her good technique on lob retrieval, there are actually other things I can also teach you to recognize why you're being lobbed, who's lobbing you, what side are they lobbing you from, to make it so you take that shot away. So let's start with, I'm at the kitchen line and the lob just goes up. If my first reaction is this, oh crap, I'm not going to get that ball. If I spend time watching it fly over my head and think to myself, another lob, I got to go run that down, I'm kind of toast on that. So if somebody hits a lob, your first reaction is the most important. Here's another one of my silly things that I say. The first thing you do is pivot. The pivot is pivotal. So you turn and take this step, this pivot. As soon as that ball leaves their paddle and you see it going up in the air, you make this move. Immediately, your brain's going to kind of tell you, can I get this ball out of the air? Or is it a really good lob? I can't get it out of the air. I got to move. If your first reaction is, I can get it out of the air, you're in this position. Why is my paddle up and my hand up? This is kind of a balanced position. I'm getting my paddle ready to be able to hit an overhead. I might be blocking the sun with my hand, but I'm balanced. This is kind of unbalanced if I don't raise that other arm. So I've gotten this position. I think I can hit it out of the air. Now I'm in a position where I can move quickly. I can take strides sideways. What we never, ever, ever want to do, and everybody who plays pickleball knows somebody who's fallen down and hurt themselves moving this way. That's one of the biggest no-nos in pickleball. So you don't want to ever take those steps. So I've turned here. I can see I can get the ball. I'm going to hit it out of the air and get right back in. But what if I've determined it's over my head? I still have taken this step, but now what this gives me is a push-off leg. I've got a leg to push off to start running back. And to get to that baseline is only going to take me 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and I'm here. So that's not really that far. Granted, mobility issues, age, replace knees, things like that, maybe not everybody can take those big steps, but as long as you know you've got to actually run for it versus just going like this, you're going to get there faster. You don't need to necessarily be watching the ball the whole time. That kind of slows down your motion as well. You've already determined where it's going to go. Your brain has figured out where it's going to bounce. Unless it's really windy, you just need to go and then turn and hit that ball. Kind of like a baseball player. Ball goes over his head. They don't watch it the whole way. They take off and run, turn around, catch the ball. So that's the easy way to retrieve a lob. Now, what if you're this person, like I talked about, that can't move like that to get back there, but people keep lobbing you? Recognize things. One, what side are they lobbing you from? Forehand or backhand? Where are they lobbing you from? Are they doing it from the kitchen? Are they doing it from the baseline? You know, are they doing it from this side of the court or this side of the court? Everybody has a favorite place they lob from. It's just kind of one of those things that gets ingrained in people. So if somebody's consistently lobbing you, don't just get upset about it and say you can't get it. Figure out a way to not give them the ball that they've been lobbing you on, and work on that retrieval technique that can get you back to the baseline very quickly. Remember, pivot and either shuffle to hit or pivot and take off. If you hesitate, you're going to be in trouble. So that's your effective lob retrieval strategy.